Well, yeah, because I got the big logo up. Yeah.
Yeah, just making sure.
So, but yeah, I got it up for a second. Let's see here. Let's see. SmartGuyz Tech Podcast, episode 45. Samsung takes photo to the next level. Apple promotes bullying with iMessage. Yeah. Clickbait all day. Clickbait all day. Let me see.
All right.
Let me see if I can link it to you real quick. Let's see. Here it is.
You're gonna probably link it to the freaking Verge.
No, it's actually it is the Verge. Yeah, it is.
I know it's the Verge.
Yeah, it is. But I thought the first one that I saw wasn't though. But maybe I don't know, because there's a couple of them I saw. All right, there it is, right there.
The Verge links back. So.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, so I think that is good. I think we are live. I think that's good. We already got chat squad already. But good. Oh yeah, she said I am here today. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Let me arm the board real quick. All right. I thought I need to arm the board. And I think we're good. Let's get this party started. Let's see, where is okay. Ooh. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the SmartGuyz in the building. SmartGuyz are in the building. This is SmartGuyz Tech Podcast. I'm your boy, Smart Guy Big Q, joined by the one and only.
Your boy, Keon X. Before we start,
with a hell of a delay. It was crazy. Like,
that's what I said. Before we start, I am uploading like 300 gigs worth of data right now to Google Drive, and it is killing my feed right now. So it might be a little bit of a delay. I can't stop it. I can't pause it. I can't pause it. You can't pause it anymore. Yeah. So it'll be a little bit of delay, and I won't be able to like share a screen or anything, but I'm still here.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Okay. Cool. That is great. This is episode 45. Keon, there's a battle brewing. We're gonna talk about it here in a little bit. This iMessage RCS conversation keeps coming back up. This time there's some legal ramifications involved in it. It's some crazy stuff. We'll talk about that. We also, coming off CES, which is pretty cool. And a bunch of foldable stuff. Foldables is going to be the topic for 2022. I told people to get ready for it. Honor just released a really pretty, beautiful foldable device, the Honor V Magic. I like it. I think it's dope. I think it looks better than the Apple that we talked about last week. But yeah, there's that. We'll talk about it today. And a bunch of other cool stuff that we're going to sprinkle in there. I think that people are going to love. We got Christina J. Johnson in the building. What's going on, Christina? What's happening? Welcome. She's the first one in the building today, Ken. What's going on with it? What's at it?
Hey, man, I'm loving it. Oh, I link with the squad. So, yeah, some people probably don't see it yet. My bad.
Sounds good to me, man. What's good with you, man? What's been happening in your world, bro?
Nothing. I just finished that job that I was talking about. That's why I'm uploading 300 gigs of data, Christina.
Okay.
It's a bunch of videos that I need to do for a job. I got some new ink that I'm excited about. I know you can't really see it.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't really see it.
Okay.
Yeah. What else? I got some stuff for my camera. I'm living life right now. I'm doing. Oh! I got a pedicure today, Q. And it feels so good.
I saw this on social media.
My feet so good, Q.
I was going to ask you about that because listen. Here's the thing, right? I know some dudes may feel like that's weird or whatever, but I've never done it. But I have been really wanting to do it. I really have.
Yeah. So a pedicure is definitely a treat, especially mine because it costs like fucking. Oh, sorry. It costs like $60.
Okay.
But so it's definitely a treat. I don't get it like every 2 weeks or something, but I do get it regularly often. And I love it. It makes me feel so much better. It makes my whole day just feel so much better.
Look
I'm
at
here
that.
to tell all the men out in the world, self-care is a thing. Take care of yourself. Treat yourself.
Yeah.
And,
Treat
live
yourself.
like
That's what I'm talking
royalty.
about.
Live
Yes,
like
sir.
royalty.
So okay, then there's Zoe's in the building. Zoe says pedicures are legit. And listen, I guess I gotta get on because I've been thinking about it. I really have. I've been like, because I see more and more dudes talk about it, and I'm like, yo, I probably need to do it, But I don't know if I want to put. I'm kind of embarrassed to put these big bear claws up in front of some poor little Asian woman.
First cruise I went to, like, it was rough. Like, they were talking back and forth about my feet. So, me not really caring, I went down and I was just like, yo, are you talking about me? She straight up said, yeah, I'm talking about you. I was like, oh, snap, are my feet bad? She's like, yeah, they're bad. And so I asked her, are they the worst that you've seen? She's like, no, not at all the worst that I've seen. So, as long as they're not the worst, I'm okay.
Right. So mine will probably end up being the worst, though.
Hey, after the first time, you good.
They're not pretty though. They're not pretty, but that's why I need. That's why I want to do it. That's why I
after the first time, you're all good.
But I don't want to horrify this poor little Asian woman.
Hey, my favorite part. So, like, what my lady, she does a lot, like the cutting the nails and like the rubbing and all the massaging. But my favorite part, she lift my feet up and she start going like just punching them. Oh my god, I'll pay just for that.
Okay. All right. Say hey, listen, look, Zoe, it gets pretty rough. I'm telling you. Even when I'm
you can go like once or twice and get them feet checked, and you good.
Yeah, man. Look, the little stuff that I do for myself, man. I'm telling you, like I need to do it. I need to do it. Glad the fellas are in the building today. This is pretty good. Good because we got a conversation might get saucy today. So your Apple iMessage people,
saucy right now.
Conversation might get a little saucy today, but I want to welcome everybody to the SmartGuyz Tech Podcast. But we're gonna have some fun today, Keon. Listen, I'm going to start with one of your stories because you always bring the quirkiness to the show. Let's do that first, and then we'll talk about some Taco Bell stuff.
We're talking about why is everybody talking about Taco Bell now? My mom just
it's a couple different things going on with Taco Bell. One of them, Rush was talking about. Yeah, Rush is on them chicken wings. We'll talk about that later. Go ahead, Keon. What you
gonna talk about my fun story? So this reality TV star, she has made over $200,000 for farting in jars and selling them to people. People are out there buying jars for farts for fart smells. I actually saw a comment from one of the guys who bought it. He said, "I just spent $1,000 for these because I love the smell of a woman."
Listen, bro. So while we all sit around and process this,
so now the girl, the celebrity star, she went to the doctor. The doctor said, "Hey man, your insides are getting beat up right now. You're gonna need to stop farting in jars." So what she's gonna turn around and do is sell her jars online as NFTs. And this is like one of the first stories I've seen, like massive stories.
Yeah.
That I just don't understand the point of the NFT behind this. Like I get NFTs for a lot of things.
Yes.
But not this.
See, this one is even more confusing because now we're talking about a physical thing that they trying to sell as digital art, right? Is
a smell. Like you buy this to smell something. You can't smell online.
And then is the smell permanent? Will it last forever?
It can't. It literally can't. Once you open that jar, that's a timer right there.
I don't remember, Ken. We did a story about this a couple years ago about some
the girl selling the bathwater.
The bathwater, right? The same weird stuff, right? I'm not with it. She ain't getting my money for no fart. I don't care.
There's no way you can tell me to pay $500, $1,000 for a bottle of air. The air doesn't even smell good either.
Right, funky air. You know what I'm saying, right?
Like, what is happening?
This is one of my issues, right? Like, I watch how dudes kind of react to certain women in the world. And listen, there's fun and there's beauty and all that stuff. But man, sometimes it get weird though with the bathwater and the fart in the jar. Like, and the whole
Beyonce couldn't sell me a fart in a jar, Q.
Wasn't they saying one time overseas in Japan they were selling soiled underwear in vending machines?
Q, not gonna lie, I understand that. I can't grasp my head around that because that's something physical. Once you get the jar of the underwear, like you can still do whatever you want to do with it.
Okay, right.
A fart, some bath water, like come on.
When you say do what you want to do, what are you?
I don't know what you're doing. I'm not a purchaser of underwear, so I don't know how you use them in your daily life. At least not on this show.
Right. I was trying to get some clarification there, but nah.
I saw this story on Twitter and I was like, yo, she's gonna love this.
It's weird, man. It's very weird. But the sad part about it is that it's real. That's the part that trips me out the most, is that it's real.
It's out there. It's live.
Very much so. Crazy, man.
I don't even know what part of the story. Like having to go to the doctor and say, hey, my insides hurt, and they look inside and say, yeah, it's because of the work you're doing. I don't know how to feel about that.
I don't either.
I just.
But he is clearly impacting her way of life, trying to tell her she can't be farting in jars no more. I mean, clearly this is how she making do, right?
$200,000, like $200,000, Q.
I know. I mean, listen, I can only imagine what that jar, what her fart smell like. I'm trying to think. Like, I'm just thinking about it, Keon. Like, I didn't even see the picture of the girl, so I don't know. But I'm just wondering if she can get $200K for her fart, what would one of mine go for?
I don't think it's gonna go for $200K. I just tell you that right now. But Q, imagine going back home after you live in your mansion, after you're buying a Tesla or whatever, and your parents like, hey, Susie, how'd you get this money? What are you doing?
Yeah. Well,
what did you say to old mom?
Remember those mason jars that came from Amazon last week?
No, Q, you can't. No. Oh wow.
Oh goodness gracious.
Yeah, man, this story just kind of freaked me out, and I was just like, I can't believe this is. We're already getting into this era now, so it don't take long for the internet to do so.
Listen, I knew as soon as this crypto stuff, the world getting ready to go to a crazy place. It's getting ready to, right?
It doesn't take long. The internet will prevail.
I don't know what's going on with Taco Bell right now. I don't get it.
They're relevant. That's what they are.
Is that what's going on? Is that what they're trying to do? Because, okay, listen, I get that you a Taco Bell place, and I get the whole, they did the fries, and it was to try to make it viral, and then, so there's these chicken wings, though, they seem to be kind of making some noise. I don't know. But
I love wings. There was a time where I wanted to do, I wanted to go to restaurants around the U.S. and just taste the best wings in the state. I cannot convince them to go to Taco Bell for wings. I can't. I can't even try it.
People saying that the wings ain't that bad, but I'm not talking about the wings today. I'm talking about this.
Oh, you're talking about that? You're talking about that?
Yes. So, because the wings is going to be a different thing. I think the wings are actually going to become a story, but not right now.
It's only like a 2-week thing. So relevancy. So
Taco Lovers Pass, though. Okay, because we trying to figure out. We are trying to find a way to make money in this pandemic era, right? We're trying to work. We can't really open restaurants at full capacity. We can't really do.
You can't open the lobbies. You got to go through drive-thrus.
So subscription payment for food, Keon. Let's dive into this one real quick.
I'm down for it.
As far as I know, this is the first one. Other than those things, what those things called meal kits, that Blue Apron, and
that's different because you still got to cook it.
Right. Okay. Now this right here is you pay a subscription monthly fee, and you roll up to the Taco Bell every day, and you grab a taco. What is that? Treat yourself to a taco a day for 30 days from the Taco Lovers Pass menu or on the app.
Like I said, not gonna lie, it sounds like I like it. I like it. I like it. If they had this for more restaurants, like if Chick-fil-A had this or Zaxby's had this, I'd be rolling up. It's definitely not healthy. And even though Taco Bell is actually, surprisingly, one of the healthiest fast food restaurants out there, if you actually look, they are actually one of the healthiest ones. I can't do it for Taco Bell. I mean, because I would want to go just on every Tuesday or something. That's it. And you're only getting one taco.
Yeah, one taco. So I'm thinking, so this monthly pass got to be what? About $25 or something like that?
You think 25? I don't think that's much.
Yeah, how much is
you got to take into the fact that people aren't going to really come every single day.
Right. Okay.
So 80% of the people aren't going to come every day. So I was thinking like $15 a month.
Okay, for me, for that to be viable, and I get it, right? So I guess you good for one taco, but while you're there, you're gonna pick up a burrito and maybe some nachos, Bel Grande, or something. I don't know.
Right.
Maybe you're gonna grab some other stuff, but you're guaranteed one taco. I don't know. It just ain't enough food in the subscription package for me. Make it 3 items.
Like if it was a meal a day, that's killing it. That's murdering the game if you do a meal a day. Taco,
I think so. Yeah.
A $1 taco, $1.50 taco, $2 taco. So I gotta go to the Taco Bell. I gotta include that in my route. I sit in the drive-through.
Right. Yes.
That's a lot.
For one 69-cent taco, you know. I don't know.
If they increase it to Taco Lovers Plus and you get a whole meal, I'm down for that.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean?
But I do like the idea. I do like the idea. I will say that.
They probably just need to. They're starting it. They'll probably figure it out. Okay.
Yep.
A new form factor, like we've seen this. What was it? The Steam Deck by whoever put that Steam. Who put
no, not NVIDIA.
I forget. Was it Steam?
Yeah, it's not Steam. Yeah.
So that was one handheld form factor. This right here is the Asus Republica Gamers Flow Z13. It's a Windows-based tablet that connects to an RTX 3080. Like, look, it's a tablet that's running the highest graphics card known to man in it, so you can play your games wherever. And like the highest capacity. So there's another form factor for video gamers, for PC gamers, and I know you, Keon, you like your little consoles and your little handheld video game little deals, right? What you think? What you think about this?
When you say that it can connect to an RTX 3080, does that mean that it has one? Okay, so it has that 3050 built in, is what Zoe says. Mm-hmm. But you can, like, if you have a 3080 laying around, which not many people probably do, you can connect to it and play, Fortnite at Ultra 4K high res edition.
Yeah, I mean, Fortnite, whatever.
I don't know what you play. I don't know what people are playing.
I mean, something
Crisis.
like this.
Crisis at 4K. There you
go. I always think of like something like that or Cyberpunk or something like that. Like not Fortnite.
Cyberpunk would still be trash. The game has so much potential.
but here's the thing. Like, it's just my whole thing is like now. High end gaming is becoming more portable, and I like it. I like the idea of it. I still like the fact I like the streaming part of it. I don't think I actually need to physically run the game. I don't need the whole fans and the graphics card. I don't need all that. Just stream it to me. I'm good. I mean, I'm okay with the Xbox Game Pass and all that. This is a little bit too much for me, but I can see how some people that streaming just don't work for them. Especially like
cool.
shooters.
It's a cool idea. I'm not going to knock it. I'm not going to knock it. It's not for me, and I recognize that. Like I have two categories. I'm either doing something competitive where I need like a system and a desktop, and like I need to sit down, or I'm playing something super chill where I can just do like a mobile game. I'm not in that space yet for like mobile powerful games.
You ain't trying to lock in on some Call of Duty competitive mode with your 3080 right here. You're not trying to do it in the cafe. Because you can do this right here on the bus.
I need to do this on my desk. I can't even be on my couch,
Right, okay. Hey, but the market is out there. There it is, right? So the market is there. Okay.
People like Joe, for people maybe like you one day, y'all.
I don't know if I want to get into no competitive, squadron based combat on the bus. I don't know if I don't think it's that serious. I think it's a time and place for everything. So these we talked about it. We talked who was first with the Clubhouse, right?
No, not Clubhouse. Was it Clubhouse first?
I think
they were the first big one.
Okay. So audio spaces, rooms, whatever. Like this, the whole concept of it. Apparently, Twitter is taking off on Twitter. I'm gonna tell you who's is not doing very well, or maybe to me it ain't doing well.
Clubhouse.
It's what Clubhouse, but Spotify. Their green
Spotify kind of like died off. Like they announced it and then nothing ever came from it.
Well, it's still a thing. The app lives on my phone, but every time I open it, it's the same. Like 4 NFT rooms in there, right? So Twitter Spaces.
The funny thing is, Clubhouse just announced like desktop support, which I was just like, you guys are late and dead.
Yeah.
So LinkedIn doing this for, I guess, what, business owners, professionals?
I think, honestly, for me, I feel like it's going to be the same conversations that we see on Green Room, Clubhouse, and a lot of Twitter Spaces bleeding over to this because I feel like this is where a lot of those things would have been in the first place. Like other than like the NFL Twitter Spaces, they seem I've been interested in those lately. The NBA ones are pretty cool, but most of them be like NFT, crypto, stuff like that. I'm like, well, this is weird. It don't really fit here, but maybe it'll fit on LinkedIn. I don't know, but they're getting into the game. But
it's hard for me to consider LinkedIn a good social network or like not a good one, but like a used one. Like people daily go on there. I haven't been on there in years. But I do know people do get connect on there. People do like actually look at your LinkedIn profiles. Some of the jobs I've recently got, they did ask me for my LinkedIn profile, and I had to go update it a little bit. But I don't see it being used often.
You know what the problem with LinkedIn is? It's too pristine. Everybody is so conscious about what's going on LinkedIn, right? Or what they present there. They can't. Like I think LinkedIn probably got more fake people on it than any other social network because everybody is so concerned about what they look like on there, right? Because
it's known for like job searching. That's what it's known for,
right? So
on Twitter, you just tweet stuff and don't even think about it because it's known for being a diary.
Yeah. So so you ain't gonna get the real deal on LinkedIn because everybody trying to be PC on there, right? They be like, "Look, dude, you need to holler at me like on Wednesday at 9:30 on my Twitter space because it gets raw on there, right? But you can't do it here on LinkedIn. We can't do it here on LinkedIn because we gotta keep it clean here on LinkedIn. You know what I mean? So so that's why I don't know. I don't know how. Again, I think LinkedIn is late, and I think that because of the way their platform has been set up, where everybody being so clean on there, I don't know how effective this is going to be because people.
What are they going to talk about? Like, I don't think this is going to be an NFT crypto space. It's going to be a job space. Like, it's going to have because I've seen those business clubhouse spaces. I don't know if they still live on somewhere else. I've seen them, but are they going to come back on LinkedIn?
I guess I don't know. It's just most of the spaces that I see online are crypto NFT style.
Oh yeah, definitely, especially on Twitter.
Yeah. So those are most of the ones that I see. I would assume it'll be career based or networking type situation going on over here on LinkedIn. But at the same time, it's LinkedIn, and again, like I just feel like because of the atmosphere on LinkedIn, though, it's like it's gonna feel so weird. It's gonna be like. You better not cuss. Your ideas and politics got to be on the up and up.
You can't be talking about nothing fun.
You can't like no. You can't say nothing. So can you imagine what the thing would be? It'd be people standing around not saying nothing. Right.
Super boring.
You're like, I ain't gonna be the one to say it because this is LinkedIn. I'm not.
I'm gonna hop in there and start up a whole conversation. I'm gonna do it raw.
Okay.
So before you get to your next story, I do want to say
to the fun stuff.
Wait. Whoa. Am I still delayed?
Go ahead. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I don't know how delayed I am.
A little bit delayed, but go ahead.
Anyways, I just wanted to let people know that if you have a BlackBerry, that thing stopped working last week. I know a lot of people were into Blackberries. I wasn't really into Blackberries, but if you have one, it's dead.
Because I read the story. When they say stop working, what exactly do they mean?
It's dead, Q.
You can still do stuff on it, right?
It's dead.
So the infrastructure, the whole BlackBerry system is not. Okay.
No, they said that it's going to stop connecting to like cellular. It's going to stop connecting to Wi-Fi. Like it's effectively not useful at all anymore. So.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Well, who was still hanging on to a pure BlackBerry at this point? Look, there
was like the Z10 and the V10 and stuff like from 8 years ago.
But wasn't those Android though? No, the last ones weren't Android, were they? Oh, okay.
No, they were Android, but they had like BBM, not BBM. Yeah, BBM on top of it or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I got you. Okay. So we had last week we had the Oppo Find N, which made its rounds on the internet. I saw everybody was reviewing it and everything. Okay, nobody buy it here, but whatever. You know what I mean? Here's another one. The Honor Magic V foldable. What you think about this one, kid? This one looks nice. This one is sexy, right?
It does look. It looks great. But we're back to the thin, long ones. Now I want to ask you because it actually doesn't look as thin as the Galaxy Fold. But I want to ask you, how do you feel about wide versus long? Like, are you trying to find the medium between the Find and the Galaxy? How do you feel about foldables right now?
So I think Samsung has set a standard with the foldable device with the Galaxy Fold. So that's why most of them, we done seen a couple of them that look like the Fold, right? The Samsung's choice to go narrow versus kind of making it close to full size is weird to me. I don't know what I mean, like, I think I would prefer it to be a little wider, just a little bit, you know? And actually I think even unfolded, it would make it look like this square shape of the tablet when it's open. It's a little bit weird to me. Like, you know, I wish it was a little bit more rectangular, just a little longer than it is tall. So this one here looks like it's a little bit wider. So I actually like the way that looks. You know, just like the Huawei Mate, the Huawei Mate 2, the second gen one was actually perfect, except for the camera situation was weird. But it had the nice width to height ratio on it, I thought. You know, this one was good though. You know, I like it.
I saw the headlines. I saw the pictures. It looks good. I think Honor is another company that we have here. I don't remember. So it might not be anything for US people. If you are able to get your hands on it, it looks like a nice device, especially the one that looks like it has leather on it. That looks nice.
Specs were ridiculous. I think it was close to something that Samsung was doing. 12 gigs of RAM. Is rocking the Snapdragon Gen 8. It's got 256 storage. The camera system is okay. It's got a 50 megapixel shooter on it. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. This pricing is, oh goodness gracious, $1,570. You know, with the translations or whatever. You know, I think that really looks nice. You know, I like it. I like it a lot. This is kind of what I'm kind of glad that there's other companies that are. Oh, go ahead.
No. Wow, that was hella delayed. No, you're good.
Yeah. Oh no, I like the fact that there's companies like Huawei, Honor, Apple, you know, stepping up to Samsung and saying, "Hey, listen, look, you're not going to play in this space by yourself." The sad part about it, and this is the part that I find the most heartbreaking, over here in the U.S., it's just Samsung. They're the only ones, right? So, yeah. So that right there is a little bit unsettled. I kind of wish it was more choice. You know what I mean? But you know, sadly, I think everybody else, like, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I think the other competitor, the other big boy, I think they're scared. I think they're scared, bro. They're scared to come to the arena.
You know I don't know who you're trying to refer to. I don't think anybody's scared to come anywhere.
I said what I said. I said what I said. I think they're scared. Everybody is already on Gen 2, Gen 3. They haven't even brought Gen 1 to the stage yet. Everybody already on Gen 3. Samsung already on Gen 4.
Everybody else fail. Once you see everybody fail, like, all right, I'm going to make this perfect. And then boom.
Right. So that means you're scared. Right? That's what it means.
It's calculated risk. It is.
Calculated risk.
Yeah. Speaking of foldable devices, last week we did talk about the Microsoft Trio, which will also be a dumpster fire. Samsung during CES. Samsung during CES unveiled their like concept device that they're having come out, and it looks, chill out. It looks dope. It looks crazy good for a concept phone. I don't know if it's actually going to come out, but that is how you do a trifold device. Microsoft takes notes because yours is not going to do.
Yo, listen, bro. Samsung kind of like, they blew the roof off that. I mean, like, them joints that they showed off were ridiculous, dude. And I'm telling you, they're not even like last year when they showed like this one that you see in this thumbnail here. This is one of the ones they had last year, but it's even more refined this year. And then they had the big ones, and they had like the Fold G, the triple one that went on top of like that had none of the screen exposed on the outside. I mean, those things, like, they're ready to go to market right now, but I know they're not, but they look good. So if Apple gives a foldable, it'll be just as boring. Listen, that ain't even the point.
Haters in the comments.
Wait, look, he's not
Remember,
wrong at all.
for Apple, it don't have to be exciting. You just have to have a logo. As long as you put the Apple logo, we're making money.
That's true. That is absolutely 100% true. That is true. But the point is, they need to come. They need to show up. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. I don't care what they bring to the table. I mean, it's gonna be whack anyway. We know this. But
again, it doesn't matter. That's not the point.
What they say you miss all of the shots that you don't take. Is that the way it goes? I don't know.
We're too busy counting. Like once we finish counting money, then we'll put out the phone so we count out some more money. Like relax.
See, I love when Apple do that. I love when Apple people do that. They pull out the big penis and be like, "Oh, we count the stacks of cash." And this, that. Okay, whatever.
I can talk about businesses. What else is there to talk about besides how much money they make? That's all I'm saying.
I mean, listen, and you know what? And like I give it to them. Listen, they know how to make it. But what does it say about you guys, your Apple consumers? So that means you guys will buy absolute garbage and make them rich.
They put out a cleaning cloth for $20 and it got back ordered. Of course we will buy it, Q. Of course.
See,
that's not the point.
Ridiculousness,
that's
right?
Not the point.
Ridiculous. And you know what? And speaking of which, so since we already set the stage, let's
get into the big conversation.
Okay.
We're going to say that Samsung did two other things. I think they did a lot of other things at CES, but they talked about the M8, which I looked into further, and it looks dope. I think it has a built-in webcam and everything. And then they did this crazy 55-inch curved monitor that you can display 3 different things.
Yeah, and you can flip it. You can turn it up. You can turn it up this way.
Sideways.
Like, yeah.
Your head, and you can do like a game, have your computer, and have like Netflix thing. I don't know.
Which is pretty fly. And did you see the little freestyle little speaker box projector streaming little deal that they had? I thought that was pretty cool. It was like it's called like a freestyle. So it looked like an Alexa box or speaker, but you can screw it into like the light bulb and it'll project down on the table or project up to 100 inches on any wall. And it has all the features of the M7, M8, the streaming stuff built all into it. Everything that the monitor has, it has too. It's pretty fly. $4,000. That costs $1,000. But yeah, it was dope. The price need to come down on that because I was excited.
I might get the M8, but I want that 55-inch screen. I just 3 inputs at once. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was nasty. It's pretty
super non-productive.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but it was nasty though. It was nasty though, and then especially when they turned it. I was like, oh, okay, so that's next level right there. Because I understand the big one they had last year with the big curve, and everybody was like, dude, that would be cool to turn it around. Yeah, but I was like, why would you want to turn that vertical? But then when I saw what they could do with it vertical, I was like, oh, okay.
Which is new. I don't think ever you've been able to do. You've been able to put 2 things on the screen at once, but then 3.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Pretty nice.
Anyways, story time. Let's go.
Story time. Here we go. Okay, Keon. So listen. I know. Look. We was at work talking about this, and so we was talking about this at work, and I was trying to decide whether or not I wanted to do this on the show. So Tim, my Microsoft guy Tim, he was like he brought the story to me, and he was like, "Well, look at have you seen this?" And I was like, "I saw something. I saw a headline. I didn't read the story." Then I read the story, and he was like, "You should show that to Keon. Y'all should talk about that on the show." And I was like, "Nah, because I already know. I know what Keon is going to say. I know what Keon's going to say." Keon's gonna say he don't give a shit. He don't care. I was like, it ain't gonna be much.
Now.
But listen, here's the ramifications of what's going on, Keon. Because I already know how you feel. But see, the reason why your opinion might be a little bit different is because you a veteran. You're an Apple veteran. You've been around since the beginning. Okay. Well, when I say the beginning, I'm talking about the beginning of the iPhone era. Not the old Apple computer, 1972, none of that nonsense, right? I'm talking about, was it 2006, 2007 iPhone, whatever.
My first iPhone was actually the iPhone 4.
Okay, but you've been around for a while.
Yeah.
So this whole idea of the way iMessage works, and this is a way of life for you. You don't know no different. This is what you know. Now these kids, this is what the story comes from. They saying that kids are putting themselves in these social hierarchy situations, and there's bullying going on about who's green and who's blue, and that whole situation with the RCS. And that's the thing. I don't think the RCS part has anything to do with it, right? It's just my personal opinion. I think the people who are saying, "Oh, Android users are just jealous," I'm gonna tell you, I could care less because my text messages have always been the same. I ain't never had no issue. I don't care who texts me; it looks exactly the same, so it does not bother me. I have not been exposed to anything different, so I don't care. So the people who say that can go to hell, right? The iPhone people, on the other hand, though, you guys are the ones who make this a big deal. This is why this is a conversation. Because how do you feel about a green message popping up in your group chat? Go ahead and break it down for me.
I mean, I don't personally like it only because it removes features from me. So I don't like texting you guys because I don't get the whole suite of my Apple features. That's my only deal. I'm not going to go out there and be like, "Ew, cute, you got green bubbles. Go buy an iPhone."
Right.
Because I know it's not even that deep. But I'll be like, man, I wish I could just send him a voice message, but now I can't do that because he got Android. Like,
so now that right there didn't. That right there was decent. I wasn't expecting that. I'm be honest with you, right? But I get that. That I completely understand. This whole notion of catering to so the whole thing is why would Apple why would they make this a big deal unless this is one of the reasons why they want people to feel that way. Like, hey, listen, you got to be part of this exclusive club because this is what the kids are doing. That's what they're saying.
Right.
They're saying, hey, listen, you with that green text message, you can't. We have to build a whole separate text message chat group for our Android friends. But we have a different one, and this is I know this because I talked to some people at work yesterday when I was preparing for this story. I asked a couple people at work.
Group message chats.
So one of the girls told me that they have a regular iPhone user group chat, and for the few friends that they have Android, they have a separate one for them.
That's
what they told me. I'm just saying.
Imagine going over to the council of iPhone users and be like, you know what? Bring in the peasants. They can hear this conversation too.
You know what I mean, right? That's what one of the girls told me, right? And I was like, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. And this is the reason that she had behind it. So kind of like what you were saying, there are certain things that everybody in the pure iPhone group can do that they can't really do properly with greens in the group. There's a couple greens in the group, and so things are kind of jacked up a little bit, right? You know what I mean?
Bro, just one green in the group messes everything up. That's crazy, bro.
So I don't know. So again, me not being exposed to it means nothing to me. I could care less, you know.
For me, because Google says that Apple shouldn't benefit from bullying with iMessage and everybody do RCS. There's two things I have to say about that. The first thing is I don't know, and it may be widespread and rampant, especially in middle school and high school and college. I don't know if people are actually bullying people over this. I joke and I jest and I say peasants and I say royalty and elite and all this other stuff, but I'm doing it as a jest. I'm doing it as a joke. Right. So I don't know if people out there actually feel like that. If they do, I feel like that's another issue. That's not just iPhones. That's something else. Secondly, Apple. I feel like Apple would budge more if Google could get their stuff together. They've been working on RCS for a while. They've had Allo and Hangouts and Android messages, and they do Android messages with RCS, but some of the carriers don't like it. Some of the carriers do like it. So it's a lot. As soon as you get that together, I feel like Apple would definitely be in the conversation, and I feel like that would help everything. But we all know how Google is. They're always on to the next thing. They're killing things off all the time. So it's just
absolutely.
How do you do it?
Right. My whole thing is this right here. I feel like Apple is entitled. I feel like if you are presenting just like if me and you both made cakes, right? We both made cakes. You make a hellified German chocolate, right? It is amazing. And the only reason why it's so amazing is because you add beer to yours or whatever. I don't know, whatever you do to make it special. It's Keon's German chocolate cake. So mine, on the other hand, in order for me to cater to people who like what I do, I don't use beer in mine. I use something else or whatever, And I'm not mad at that. I feel like if Apple sprinkle little things in, they put little sprinkles on their cookies and cakes to make it more appealing to their people, the other folks who are not buying their devices shouldn't care. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is the people inside the iPhone consumer base where it was a problem being presented with the hierarchy of who is better than the other and that kind of thing. So you're presenting that weird statement, like basically saying like, if you ain't over here, you ain't good enough. You know what I mean? Now that's
So
different.
I kind of feel like it's a Venn diagram. You got Apple on one side, Google on the other side, and Lorenzo, I'll answer your question in a second. You got Apple on one side, Google on the other side, and then you got the middle. I actually think it's the people in the middle who have the problem. They're the ones who either have access to both or use both or whatever, and they're wanting everybody to talk to each other. But people with only iPhones and who only associate with iPhones don't care. People like you with Androids, it always looks the same, don't care. So it's not like it makes a difference. So it's just people in the middle who's like a vocal minority. And to answer Doe, who says, is Google the culprit for the RCS or is the carriers? It's, for me, I feel like it's a bit of it's a lot. RCS is still kind of carrier based. So I don't even know if that should really become a huge thing, because you still kind of have to worry about carriers. You're still tied to a phone number. You're still, da da da. So it's a lot. It's a lot of people. Like I said, Google has a track record of not being the best to keep software alive, even though they have great software.
I feel like you can take Google off the table when it comes to this. I feel like you can remove them entirely, because we've seen communication and text messaging and applications like Signal and WhatsApp and Telegram and all of them. You don't need Google. You don't need them, right? There's already standards being put in place that everybody, those people are going by. It's the carriers who don't want to get rid of an archaic system that nobody uses anymore. Nobody. Like, I think. And
it's not even that. It's the U.S. carriers. Europe's been done.
Yes,
Europe's done. Right? Apple's done. It's Verizon. It's AT&T. T-Mobile.
SMS. There's no way in the world we should still be using SMS in 2022. It amazes me that we're still using something so old and tired as that. That is like still watching black and white TV. You know what I mean? Like,
so you're saying you didn't like the first 2 episodes of WandaVision? That's what you're telling me?
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's really, it makes no sense, and I don't even know why the carriers would still hold on to it, because it ain't like they charge for text messages no more like they used to. Pretty much everything is database now, right? That's how they charge you for your package, right? How much data you got? They don't. I mean, talking text is usually free, right?
Well, either free or it's like a flat rate, like $10 for unlimited, and then the extra money comes with data. Like that's all they care about now. Which is, if you know that's all you care about, why are you not building stuff around data?
Absolutely right. So there's really no reason for them to be clutching and hanging on to SMS the way they're doing it, right? There's no reason for it. It's really not. And I think the only way that they're gonna get it and they're gonna understand is if the consumers to stop using it. If everybody start using an app like Signal or something like that, and it's showing that we ain't using your stupid old ass service no more. You know what I mean? Like let it go. You know what I mean? But I think that
both of those situations are a long time coming, because it's going to be hard to get people onto services. Absolutely. I don't know why it's hard for us, but it's going to be hard for us to do that, and it's going to be hard for the carriers to realize that if you're charging me to go from 2 gigs a month or 10 gigs a month to unlimited, if you build text messages around that or whatever around that, I'm going to use more data. I'm going to pay you money. It's better for you, but it's going to be a long time to do that. It's going to be a long time before grandma starts using Telegram. Like, it's going to be a while.
I mean, listen, can you think about how much data going to get, like the spike in data rates when people sharing full 4K, high-res videos with one another, full res pictures, that you got to
that just made me think of? That would probably help out like the 5G revolution.
It would.
And then features after that.
It definitely would. Absolutely. But no, you can't do none of that on SMS, right? So your file sizes are limited to 2 megabytes. That right there in itself should let you know. I don't even think there's a cell phone available right now, like a current one that was made in the last 5 years, that takes a picture that's less than 2 megapixels.
Megabytes. That's the reason why, like, when if I were to send you a video, it looks crappy because you have to go over SMS. Or if you send me a video, I don't know who sends who a video, but whoever, that's why it looks crappy. It's because we got to use SMS. We can't use Signal or whatever you want to use.
So you're taking that 600 megabyte, a half a gigabyte, file of the video of the baby or whatever, and trying to send it to grandma, and it goes from half a gig. It's got to be shrunken all the way down to 2 megabytes in order for grandma to see it. So
another thing is you got to think of, Q, is Google, Verizon, AT&T, everybody, they would have to pick somebody to back. Apple, we got iMessage. That's database. You don't have to worry about that. Right. Google or whoever the carriers would have to say, okay, Telegram, we're backing you, or WhatsApp or Signal. They would have to pick somebody, and that's going to be another hard thing.
Yeah, it is, because then they're going to want to do their own thing, and then we're back at square one, right?
You already got Samsung messages, Verizon messages Plus. I don't know what AT&T is doing. So it's going to be hard. It's a lot of things that are keeping us behind right now.
Yeah.
And again, it's just with the U.S. or just with North America that's keeping everybody behind.
Yeah. That's why for me, myself personally, I look at the stories about iMessage and everything. And listen, I don't really give Apple a whole lot of props for a whole lot of different things. But every time I see it, though, when they actually like show me something, they say, listen, bro, it is what it is, but this is a better way. And I got to agree with it, right? Now, still, those little things like I'm not mad at iMessage. Do I wish I had it? No, I don't. I don't care. It don't bother me that I don't have it, but I understand it, and I understand why it exists, and I understand that it's something they did for their people. You know what I mean? Like, it's something they did for their customers, right? You chose to use Apple, you get the benefit of using this particular feature, right? It is what it is, right? So I mean, like, I can't be mad at that. I can't be mad at that at all. And
like I said, there are a lot of people who in the middle that want a standard. And that's great. A standard is great, but it's going to be a long time before North America gets there. I wonder what happened in Europe and Asia where they're like, you know what, SMS is dead. Let's go ahead and start WhatsApp and Telegram. Like, I wonder what made them move over, because it's widespread over there, kid.
Well, because one I think is because there's the U.S. promotes way too much choice. The U.S. promotes choice, and I think the U.S. promotes the fracture, everything being cut up into a bunch of different pieces and everybody doing their own thing. Other places ain't really so much that way. Like, they believe in standards, right? Like, hey, listen, this is what it is. And we all agree on it. This is what it's going to be. So that's why, like, the whole USB thing with Apple, like, for me, I was like, well, this is dumb. Why are they trying to force a company to change their connection? Like, Apple had their own connection since day one. Why y'all trying to make it a thing? But because we're not dealing with that over here, right? This is the UK. You gonna use USB-C.
That's exactly what Europe is like. Europe is like, hey man, we're just doing USB-C. I'm sorry, that's what it is. Y'all got 2 months. Y'all figure it out. I don't care. Figure it out.
Work it out. You know what I mean? And that's the thing, right? So you take a lot of these choices off the board, and that way it causes less problems, right? But not in America.
Especially with like the continent, you're moving between countries and cities and stuff so easily.
Absolutely.
Like,
absolutely.
The US is like, we're private.
Yeah.
And Europe is like, hey man, you want to go to France, you want to Spain, you want to go to Italy, just go ahead, hop in and buy.
But you know what's so crazy about that though? Like, the United States is so fractured and so split up, and they can't agree on nothing. Everybody got their own thing. It's more drama going from platform to platform, or going, doing different things in the United States than it is in Europe. You can pass through 7 countries in Europe, and everything is still exactly the same. Everything, the way they measure stuff, everything is the same.
They got standards. They got standards over there. Like,
it's ridiculous.
We're doing this, and this is how it's done, and figure it out.
But this whole thing, this iMessage or RCS thing, in the U.S. is never going to end. It's going to be an issue forever, unless somebody like Apple decides to create their own cell service, right? So they don't need Verizon or AT&T or T-Mobile, and they do it themselves, right?
Let them create a cell service. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm gonna be their number 1 promoter day one.
That would be step 1 in world domination right there, bro. I'm telling you, you already hit the $3 trillion market cap. Now you got like your own cell service. You like number. And what if they come in like right underneath Verizon, right? What I'm saying, like,
first of all, it's not gonna be cheap. It's not gonna be cheap. I'll say that. It's not gonna be like Google Fi. It's gonna be like, hey, you about to pay some money for us. But don't worry, every phone gonna come with it already. You just take the phone out the box, it's gonna start working. And I'm not a fanboy though. I'm just saying, I already know it's gonna be if that comes out. It's just gonna be. I had my days of Fi. I praise Fi. Fi is great.
No. So he would lose he would go get a big Apple tattoo in his back.
I would. I wouldn't get no tattoo, but yo, Apple shirts every day. Every time you see me on the show, it's gonna be big old Apple right here.
Right. Well, he'll be out in the middle of the streets, right? We celebrate the fact that they got their own 5G service.
Period. Losing my mind, yo. After they announce that the next month of the show, it's just gonna be mayhem.
It will be rough. It will be rough, but and listen, this will be a tough world to live in. I'm trying to tell you, if that was the case. But that's I'm telling you,
because of monopoly issues. Because you gotta imagine everybody with an iPhone.
Oh yeah,
bro, it's gonna be rough.
Yeah, that would be that. I would definitely have to move and go to
the show. The show would go offline. He'd be like, "Yo, I can't deal with this."
I would have to move to Canada or something. I couldn't be able to do it. The U.S. done went to the hell of the handbasket. I can't do it. You know what I mean? So it's crazy stuff, man. I don't know. But once again, man, the show's been amazing. I saw old boy the other day. I ran into old Rush at the spot. We talked a little bit. It was cool and that kind of thing. I haven't been work has been good. I got my FE model. You
were excited about that. I didn't want to kind of talk about that on the show, but we didn't really have much time. Are you excited about it?
Not really excited about it. It's a nice little phone though. For people who are trying to buy like a semi flagship phone now at the beginning of the year, but in between the next big flagship and the ones that are kind of coming off the table, it's a nice one. $600, $700.
I heard from people that you could just buy the S21 for either the same price or less if you're willing to do like a used one.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, so it's right. I think the time and placement is weird. It was supposed to come out with the Pixel 6. It got pushed back. And I guess it just had to turn around.
That would have hit though.
Yeah, we got to put them out. So they just releasing them now. I don't know how well it's gonna say. It comes out tomorrow. So it goes on sale tomorrow. If anybody's interested in buying a S21 FE. But yeah, it's not bad. It's cool. It's a cool little phone. But other than that, I'm excited for S22. So I know as soon like in the next couple of weeks, that's what we're getting ready to move into. That should be super exciting. A lot of cool stuff coming with that. But that's really where we at as far as the cycle is concerned. Just kick this S21 FE out. Let everybody have a little bit of fun with it. We'll sell probably about 3 or 4 of them, and as we get ready for the next big flagship. But that's it. That's all I got. Ken, where you at?
Hey man, no, I'm living life. I'm trying to plan out my birthday plans coming up in a few months. I got to get this YouTube started. I don't know. Every time I watch a video about like YouTubers and stuff, everybody just do it, just start, and then you can work on it. And I was like, yeah. So I got to get that started. Yeah. I know. I got my camera set up on a tripod, looking at me right now. I just got to press record. I'm gonna get that started sometime soon. I'm just like I said, I'm just living life, enjoy it the best I can, man.
Yeah. So that's been great. One of the guys at work, the camera guy, he was actually showing me your camera. I was telling him like you had just got that one. Yo, he was showing me some of the stuff, man. That's a badass camera, bro. Yeah, it's pretty intense. Man.
I love it.
It's way out of my level, price range and skill level. I ain't know where I could be messing with nothing like that. But yeah.
Q, you got 3 bands. Go ahead and throw that 3 bands on there, man.
Nah, I don't think so, man. I mean, unless I'm getting some ROI on my YouTube stuff, you know what I mean? Which is doing okay. But I'm gonna tell you what's really kicking though. So I reached 500 weekly downloads on the BQW, so I got advertisement on the BQW now. So I have advertisement on. We have advertisement on SmartGuyz and on BQW now. What I thought was funny, last week's episode of SmartGuyz started with a Best Buy Total Tech commercial, and I thought that was kind of hilarious. That that's the commercial they chose.
Wow! All right. Hey, as long as we ain't starting with some companies, because I feel like they're gonna pull their advertising, we should be good.
I know, right? Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. That I'm listening to the thing on the way to work, and it's like talking about, but it's a tech show, so they have to do they what they call it, targeted advertisement. So I thought that was weird. But yeah, other than that, the podcast is going great. We definitely will be going with the first episode of the year tomorrow night. We got that kind of thing. Also,
are you doing live again?
Yeah, we're gonna do it live, man. We're actually gonna do it live. I actually got a lot of stuff planned. I got 2 guests that I'm planning on bringing in. If everything goes well, this should be a fantastic show. It should be good. So of everything, like dealing with people who ain't used to doing this like we do it. So like I'm showing them how to do this for the first time. So it's gonna be a little bit weird, but we'll see how it works out. But other than that, I will see some of y'all tomorrow night on here. And other than that, man, keep supporting the podcast. Keep doing the thing on Apple and Spotify and all those places. SmartGuyz Podcast is doing amazing. It's doing very, very well. So I appreciate all that.
Yes.
But other than that, that's all I got.
Everybody, catch us next week. We'll be here live in effect with new stuff to talk about.
That's right. We'll holla. We out of here. Peace.
Peace.